And DD India correspondent Shubhendu Ghosh now joins us from Thimphu. In fact, we are going to get in touch with Shubhendu Ghosh very shortly, and we'll talk to him a little bit about this project and also about what has happened so far on the Prime Minister's visit there. Now we can see Shubhendu. Shubhendu is with us. Shubhendu, first put into perspective, you know, the solidarity, the symbolism of that entire gathering, you know, coming together and praying for the victims of the Delhi blast.
That's right, Mark. We did witness earlier today a certain duality. While on the one hand, it was a celebration for the birth anniversary of the fourth king of Bhutan. At the same time, there was also a somber mood, heavy-heartedness for the deadly incident that took place last night in Delhi. And when Prime Minister addressed thousands of people from across Bhutan who had gathered at the stadium, at the celebration stadium, his first thoughts were for the victims of the Delhi blast. And earlier, when I was speaking to the Prime Minister of Bhutan, he also shared his condolences. He shared that it's an important occasion today. Prime Minister is coming, but everyone is very, very disturbed and hurt by what has happened in Delhi. And the prayers are with the victims and the families. So in that sense, we did see a great a symbol of solidarity, the people really coming together to stand by India, just as India stands with Bhutan in solidarity as far as its own development journey is concerned. And going forward, Mark, now we'll witness some important projects focusing on the development partnership. You mentioned the hydropower project. It's the P2 hydropower projects. There have been multiple mega hydropower projects that India has helped Bhutan construct in the kingdom. This is going to be the largest of them all. Once it becomes activated today, officially, it's inaugurated. Bhutan's energy capacity to produce energy through hydropower is going to increase by 40%. So that's a very, very significant milestone for Bhutan and also for India. Remember, most of the electricity and power produced by these hydropower plants are exported to India, and the revenue that is generated helps Bhutan take its development journey forward. So in that sense, we saw a very special spiritual gathering, a sense of solidarity, and now the focus turns to the development partnership.
Absolutely, indeed. And you talked about the energy cooperation, especially in terms of hydroelectricity and how it is connected to our national grid. But, you know, Bhutan is an eco-sensitive area, and it is a place which has achieved carbon negative status. Clearly, the air must be very pure, and the very idea of this of development there is very much in tune with what the Prime Minister was also talking about, a sort of a biodiversity which respects everything towards peace. You know, put this into context for us. You've been in Bhutan for some time. The deeper idea of their idea of gross national happiness and how it's connected with all this around.
That's right, Mark. And first to put in context, I mean, one can also sort of really see how clear the air is. And yes, it's remarkably fresh and clean air that Bhutan is known for. But we also know that over the years and decades, Bhutan has very consciously focused on the philosophy of sustainable development, an index which looks at not just economic development, but happiness, sort of a net happiness, a net prosperity of the people of Bhutan, and the manner in which that can be achieved through organic and sustainable manner. So in that context, Bhutan does present a model, as it were, of the way in which sustainable development can also lead to economic and organic holistic development of the people of any country. There is also this COP30 summit that is coming up in Brazil that is taking place there. Bhutan also presents a model to other countries, the manner in which economic progress and sustainable development can be managed together. And in that journey, India happens to be a very, very important partner. These hydropower projects, which is a source of clean energy, both for Bhutan and for India, are something that India's expertise makes possible. Collaboration between India and Bhutan makes these hydropower projects possible. Now we learn that this power cooperation, energy cooperation is expanding significantly to other sectors as well. Solar power is being taken forward significantly in Bhutan, given that even in the winter months, it's quite sunny here. So India is playing an important role to also help Bhutan harness that potential. So that philosophy of sustainability that Bhutan spreads to the world, India is an important partner in that.
Indeed, and Bhutan strategically located also as it is, between India and China, and also very important for India's northeast. And in the past, the Kingdom of Bhutan was being used by insurgent groups in the northeast, but it was King Jigme Singye Wangchuk who took out, an operation called Operation All Clear, where he led his army, he himself personally leading his army against some 30-odd camps in Bhutan, which is also a sign of the great solidarity that the two countries share, that their own king was on the front, getting rid of insurgents who were working against India.
Absolutely, Mark. And you said it right. Former King Jigme Singye Wangchuk, whose birth anniversary is also being observed here in Bhutan, and Prime Minister was the special guest the function the visuals of which we saw earlier. He was responsible for many of these reforms that we've been talking about. Security is an important aspect. The friendship with India, the civilizational ties, the spiritual Buddhist ties that India and Bhutan have enjoyed, and the manner in which they've also matured into modern development partnership. There had to be an environment which was free of any kind of security threat. And in that, former King Jigme Singye Wangchuk played a key role in ensuring that the security aspect of the relationship gets in focus. And he was also significantly responsible for this happiness index. The very concept was, in fact, coined by him. Sustainable development, making sure that the natural heritage of Bhutan is not sacrificed in its sort of ambition to become an economically more prosperous nation, was also a vision that was laid down, and which is the present king taking forward. So yes, the legacy of Jigme Singye Wangchuk, the fourth king of Bhutan, is significant in that sense. And that also explains why his birth anniversary becomes so important, not just for the people of Bhutan, but for people of India and Prime Minister Modi.
We leave it there for the moment. Thanks very much, Shubhendu Ghosh, for joining us from Bhutan.